Hi everybody, welcome to the South Australian Sports Show. Plenty to come on the show in the next hour. I hope you can relax, sit down, stay with us. Rob Popplestone, there is a lot to talk about.
I can't believe how much there is to talk about. We're going to go everywhere from Port Adelaide to carp. Yes, C-A-R-P, carp. More about that later.
All right, sounds a bit fishy to me. We have time to go over to Libby Hopwood and find out what's been happening this week in sport and what's coming up. Libby, what have you got for us?
Well, this week in sport, it seems our two local teams couldn't be further apart in the AFL, with the Crows going from strength to strength, and the Power put on a display that was branded as pathetic by the coach. The newest high-profile recruit, Charlie Dixon, failed to impress, suffering a nightmare outing in which he gave away 6 free kicks and was reported for striking the Giants' co-captain, Phil Davis. Power's coach, Ken Hinkley, didn't hold back, and he was certainly not making any excuses for his team or for himself, saying that from the players' point of view, the most important part of leadership is game day. Hinkley agreed that his team's loss to the Giants was close to the club's worst performance ever since he's taken over as coach, and he put it on a par with their humiliating showdown loss to Adelaide. Adelaide, however, seems to have gone from strength to strength and have continued on their impressive winning streak, defeating the Sydney Swans by 10 points in an exhilarating clash which saw the equally strong performances from both sides in the round 4 match. It was a nail-bitingly close game which saw Adelaide slightly edge out the Swans, and in turn the Crows ended Sydney's undefeated start to the season. Crows fan favourite Eddie Betts had a standout performance and was equal top goal kicker for the Crows, ranking in 19 disposals and 5 tackles before scoring the deciding goal in the final minutes of the game in front of an ecstatic Adelaide Oval crowd. It was an especially important victory for the Crows as midfielder Scott Thompson, who was celebrating his 250th AFL game between the Crows and the Swans at Adelaide Oval in the Saturday night thriller. So far, under the leadership of the new coach Dom Pike, the Crows have gained consecutive wins over Port and Richmond and have handled the Swans in their first season defeat, positioning themselves as strong contenders progressing into the latter stages of the 2016 AFL season. In Sample, Norwood has been hit with a loss, with co-captain Jace Bode to be sidelined for 6 to 8 weeks after breaking his leg in Friday's win over Glenelg. Brady Dorr has also been injured in the match, and he will be sidelined until scans determine the extent of his injury, which is a suspected hamstring tear. South Adelaide beat Central, Sturt triumphed over West Adelaide, and the Eagles beat North Adelaide in what was co-captains Luke Thompson's 100th SANFL match. He's already declaring his next achievement will be to lift the Seymour Hill Premiership Trophy on SANFL Grand Final Day. The Anzac round will have a depleted Norwood facing Sturt at Coopers, Glenelg and Adelaide at Gliderol. Port Adelaide will hopefully do better than the AFL team, and they go against Central District at Alberton, and West Adelaide face the Eagles in Adelaide Oval. Now to cricket, and it seems the pressure is going on as one of the 2 local SA cricket clubs could be permanently axed from South Australia's Grade Cricket League unless 2 clubs merge. SAGCL clubs West Torrens, Port Adelaide have been given until June 6 to reach an agreement to band together. Otherwise, SA's Cricket Association will discontinue one of the clubs for the 2016-2017 season. At least 75% of the members from each club would need to have a vote in favour to merge before the decision could be finalised. SA's Cricket Association believes that the cut is necessary as there are too many clubs in the vicinity of Adelaide's West. Officials of both clubs say that they will meet to discuss the possibilities of merging. However, both clubs' current preferences is to stand alone, considering the Eagles and the Magpies' history. South Australian teenager Curtis Marshall has been crowned the national pole vaulting champion after jumping 5.5 metres in the Adelaide Athletic Championship in Sydney last week, personal best for Marshall. The 18-year-old had 3 attempts to qualify the Rio Olympics, jumping the Olympic mark of 5.7 metres, but unfortunately he fell just short. Though Marshall failed to reach the qualifying height, the teenager still has 6 competitions to do so before July 11th Rio Olympics cut-off date. Mr Marshall will represent Australia in the World Junior Championship in Poland, July 19. The Thunderbirds are still struggling after going down to the New South Wales Swifts. However, our girls didn't just hand up the win, and they fought hard despite being decimated by illness and injury in recent weeks. Finally, some sad news out of SA Racing. We have lost one of our true characters with the passing of trainer Mick Whittle. Mick is the only trainer in Australia that has managed to train a winner in every single mainland state and territory of Australia, also managed to win every single country cup in South Australia, and he's won the Group 1 2-rack handicap. He will be missed, but the Whittle name will continue in racing as his son Scott continues the legacy. Back to you, boys.
Yeah, really comprehensive, Liv. Our condolences, of course, probably to the Whittle family, a difficult time.
Yeah, look, the racing is full of characters and they band together when it gets really tough, and this is a tough time for the industry, but as we do, we just need to keep on marching forward.
All right, hope you can sit back and enjoy the next hour and stay with us. Johnny Platten to join us after the break.